Okay, I'll be there in just a second. My stuff is falling over. There we go. All right. Now I am sitting and I am here. All right. So that was cool. A portion of my backdrop fell, so I was like trying to catch it, and that was right when the video stopped, the countdown stopped. But thank you so much for joining me this morning or afternoon or evening or whatever time it is, wherever you are. We are 10 minutes early because I have a call at 11. I have a standing call with one of my business. What is she? She's like my business friend, but we kind of help hold each other accountable, and we're just, got that when you have somebody else who you can kind of riff off of, who's got like that high level mindset. It's always great to talk to them on a regular basis. So that is what I am doing. So that's why we're 10 minutes early. So today we are talking about why you can't seem to narrow your offer, or when you do, why does it seem to narrow in the wrong way? Why isn't it working? Oh my goodness, right? So if you're watching this live, give me a hashtag live. If you're watching the replay, give me a hashtag replay. And don't forget, I love the comments. I love seeing that what I'm saying is resonating with you. If you have any questions, even if you think I can't answer them right now, still drop them in the comments, because I go back and I try to respond to every single comment, especially if it's a question. So definitely do that for me. And then I just realized my Google is still playing. Hold on. Okay, Google, stop the music. It's like I got my own soundtrack over here. Neat. All right, now that that's done. So one big thing to always consider is that your offer will always be a work in progress. And what I mean by that is that in the beginning, especially, it's going to go through all of these changes, and you're going to be like, oh, that's what I was supposed to do, or this is why this part doesn't work, or let me move these things around. And as you have your offer for a longer period of time, you will probably make less changes to it, but you become a more experienced coach or consultant. You become a more experienced professional. And so there are still tweaks and things that you would want to make, right? Like, it's just like learning how to play a musical instrument. You may become really good, but even as the years progress, you're going to just become better and better. It's kind of like wine. I love wine. But in the beginning, it can be a struggle to pin down that first iteration that actually works, i.e. the first iteration that you can make money from, right? Because that's part of the thing. It's not like, oh, we're out here just to make money. But I don't know about you guys, but I got bills. I got kids in daycare. I got to feed all of these little, I got 4 kids. I got to feed them all. We got mortgage to pay. We got car notes. We got all these things, right? So we got to pay for them. So even if you're like, well, my goal is not to make money, you still probably need to make some. And that's why I'm saying it can be a struggle to pin down that first iteration that works. And the reason why is because selling requires alignment. Selling requires alignment. And yes, alignment with what your audience actually needs. You can create a fabulous offer, an offer that looks great on the surface, but if your audience doesn't actually need it, then it's not actually a great offer. But that's not the alignment that I'm talking about right now. All right? That's not the alignment that I'm talking about right now. I'm talking about internal alignment. That's the first place you have to get aligned. Your internal alignment is what is important. And what could you, what type of alignment could you have, right? Like, your audience is definitely one, but that's an external factor. Your audience is an external factor. Your alignment needs to happen here first, inside. Right. And this is why I talk about radical authenticity, because when you practice radical authenticity, it's a lot easier to be in tune with those internal voices, that authentic self, and to actually draw wisdom from that. Now, I am a brand strategist, right? Brand strategist, brand marketer. But I could craft an offer for other things. Most certainly, I could craft an offer for other things. Hey, Sylvia. Yeah, I could craft an offer for all types of things, but if those things are out of alignment with what I have in here, then I probably will struggle to sell it because I don't have internal alignment with that offer. So if you're struggling to create an offer right now, you're like, I've done different versions of it. I've moved things around. I've tried completely different things. Maybe you feel like your industry is just so big. How do I pick one, or how do I pick an area to focus on when I can do all of these things? You should watch my You're Not Multi-Passionate video. How do I pick one thing? And the thing is you don't have to pick just one. But you need to pick just one area to focus on right now. You could have several back-end offers, but I guarantee you that there is something that your clients need more first. You can offer so many back-end offers, but there is one thing that your audiences need more than anything else first. That is supposed to be your offer. So did you create an offer that, like, if you describe it to me, I can hear the excitement and like the passion in your voice? Did you create an offer like that? Did you create an offer that you could fall in love with? Or it's like, oh, this is a good offer. This is a good offer, Ruthie. It's a good offer. If you created that type of offer, you're better than if you hated the offer, but you're not quite there in terms of when you're talking about it. You hear all this energy I've got in my voice? When you are talking about your offer and you're like, okay, actually, I think that we're in really good alignment. This is you on your alignment call, your discovery call. I think we're in really good alignment. And so actually, I'd like to share about my program with you, or about my, my services with you. Is that okay? And they say, yeah, sure, go ahead. And you're like, okay, so this is what I love to do for clients. And you settle in, right? Your shoulders are down, your stress is gone. So because you're talking about something you love right now, and because you're talking about something you love right now, like it just melts away, and you're just like, let me tell you about it. So the program happens in 3 phases. All right. And the first phase, and then you see how that happened? You see all of that? Right? Like, I'm sitting up straighter in my chair. Like, I'm prepared to tell you about something that I love, that I think you're going to love. So if you didn't create an offer that you loved, you're not quite there yet, but you're better than if you created an offer that you just didn't like. So, and then the other question is, was that offer in alignment with your why? You're pinned down. This is my why. This is the purpose of my business. This is the greater vision we are trying to achieve. Does your offer align with that? Does your offer enable you to achieve, to manifest your vision? If the answer to that question is no, then your offer is out of alignment. And I'm not saying that like your big why, right, has to manifest itself as a business, right? You could run a startup and run multiple franchises, and it enables your big vision, which is to run this nonprofit over here. So it's like these franchises aren't like your passion and your heart, but it enables you to do something else, right? So maybe some people run businesses because they're like, oh, I want to be on the road with my family. Like, we want to travel. We want to be nomads, and we need money to kind of make that happen. And I need a lifestyle that enables that. So your big why is actually, I want to travel. So you see how the business isn't like technically like tied to the why, but it enables that why. And the person knows that. So they're not, they're a web designer and they like it, but they're not trying to fall in love with web design, but they're really good at it. They can get results for their clients, and it enables their true love, which is travel. Hi, anonymous Facebook user. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you so much. But that's what I mean by, is that offer in alignment with your why? Does it enable your why? Does it allow you to achieve this greater vision? And so this is another area, right, where the energy for the why workshop, which is happening next Friday, the why workshop, that's a big energy for it. That's one of them, because, yesterday we talked about, how your why influences like business decisions and marketing and everything else. But when you're in alignment with your why, when you've actually specifically pinned it down and you know exactly what it is, it allows you to create offers that you can fall in love with. And when you can fall in love with those offers, then you can come with this type of energy. And the energy shows up differently in everybody, right? But the energy will definitely express a 100% conviction. And that conviction is what people hear that makes them believe that you know what you're talking about. I was on a call yesterday with someone, and they said, you know what? Oh, it's Stacy. Hi, Stacy. They said, you know what? I think you actually know what you're talking about. I 100% believe that. He was just hearing you talk about it. And that's the type of conviction that comes through when you are in alignment, like you have your offer in alignment with your why. And that's why you have to do the why first. So there are 5 seats left for the why workshop. That means I already have 5 amazing entrepreneurs who have already signed up to dive deep on their why in this intimate why workshop. So there are 5 seats still. So if you need one of those seats, let me know and I will send the link to you. Thank you so much for joining me today. I will see you tomorrow.